Another week where the webcam has moved on its own, and I disconnected myself. This has been a problem, so it is. It is what it is. Yeah, not officially sponsored, but hey, there I am. A little brighter than before, but there you go. I don't want to touch it now though, so I'm just gonna be down here. Hello, Wednesday night. Time. We're here to play another session. We are at the last wave of the Red Blade Bandit incursion, where, despite all reason and logic, the parties decided to stick it out. So, what's the worst that could happen? Hey, Kay, why don't you catch us up real quick?
I'm on the right notes, right? Yeah, I am. Okay, good. We fought 23 combatants, which was huge. But we survived. We made it through. A lot of resources gone. A lot of coordination. One person was about to run off, and Lilith took them down before they could escape and reveal any of our secret plot on how we're definitely gonna fight them. And during our rest between waves, Roz tried to attune to Hour and Minute, still unsuccessful. The owner is somewhere nearby. We're not really thinking about too hard about where or why or how, because if they wanted to be seen, they might be here. And at the end of the session, the clouds grew dark, and it started raining blood. And Audie has a bit of a bad feeling about this, mostly because Callista's hat told her to have a bad feeling about this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's where we start.
Does anybody have anything they want to add?
Yeah, there's this giant, scary health bar at the top of our screen, and we're terrified.
Yeah, that too.
There we go. Let me go over there. Yes, now everybody can see it.
Oh, it's prettier. I hadn't logged in yet.
Yeah.
I like that.
Just because I like showing things off, I can do so much more with it. Like, how fancy it is there.
Ooh, no border.
Or very mechanical. There's got to be there's a gnome boss out there somewhere waiting for that one, you know. Oop. And my personal favorite, ooze.
That'll never come up.
The Nickelodeon boss.
Yeah, get slimed. But figured segmented works. Color is right. Segmentation is a thing I want to try to work on. So yeah. Yeah, nothing else to add. I feel like I asked that, and then I got distracted by Kay saying the bar was pretty.
Nothing in terms of notes. Just sorry, chat. I lost my voice. I'll do my best.
Which is to say, don't overdo it.
No.
Okay.
No, Titan's voice will not be coming out tonight.
No, I suspect not. We'll all hear it in spirit.
And if it gets bad, we can always translate Discord chat.
Okay. Well, if nothing else, playing for everybody else at least?
Yep.
Yep.
Hey. I really want you to. I at least want all of you to.
Swin is actually playing very loudly on stream. Like, very loudly.
Slide my music slightly. 25. Crazy to that. Hang on. Let me troubleshoot this real quick before I kill everybody.
It's still a teensy bit loud, but I can
will-
at least hear you.
I'm gonna turn that down to 10%. Should be much more manageable now.
Yes.
Especially as to
It's
not.
drowning out the players.
Yeah, but yeah, especially as to not overshadow us. I want it to be menacing, but not overbearing. Well, you know, it's like one of those, I know what the problem is, but I don't know where it is in my settings to fix it. So, I will deal with it later. As long as it's there and everyone's being properly menaced. that's fine. Okay. Well, top of the round is Bloodwolf, of which you've all seen the song and dance before. This particular group of Red Blades is approached from the south, walking through the high grasses. The two blood wolves that are amongst the group are fully formed and striding along. They look a little bit more solidified than the previous ones you've seen. Maybe closer to the one that emerged from the Blood Witch, but not the ones in between. And they are sprinting through these grasses, eager to begin their hunt. The rest of the bandits have kind of fallen in tow and have moved from a slow jog up to a run to approach the walls. While you see this figure that has slowly risen into the air, hovering, and the storm that has gathered overhead seems to be buffeting winds back and forth. The grass is whipping wildly about, and it seems as if this is just a little bit more than your average blood witch. The blood wolf has a large movement speed, is going to immediately, with a dash, get to the wall and leap it. It is Corona's turn.
Okay. Some quick measuring. Okay, well, I guess I could move. I will move. Actually, will I? Nah. We'll enter stance. From where we are to cancel out the disadvantage. And I think since the closest thing right now is that Blood Wolf, we'll shoot at it.
Okay.
With our crossbow. Oh, was that? Oh, okay, cool. I'm not used to the new UI. Okay. That is a 2. Let me check something. I'm not sure if this is for ranged weapon or just firearm things. The reroll on the damage die.
It should just be ranged weapons, since the subclass did not take guns into account.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Okay. I'll reroll it then. Why not?
Might as well.
It's a 1d8. Well, it's
Okay.
definitively 5 damage.
Same.
Okay. And we'll just use the bonus action to reload, and that's a turn.
Okay. I mean, White Cross Company has much the same reason to do as everyone else, which is just fire crossbow bolts at our enemies. So Gloom's gonna fire one at the Blood Wolf that's forward at the wall. And just narrowly miss, unfortunately. Lilith.
Lilith is gonna pop out from her cover and fire at the Blood Wolf. Gonna try to focus fire down things. Oh, well, that's a good way to start the session. Natural 20.
Oh, that's nice. see him go from barely injured to immediately dead.
That'll be 46 points of damage.
The arrow sails through it as it's just finally making ground, landing in place, and as it strikes it, goes right through it, coming at its rear, it just explodes in a shower of blood.
And ducking back down on the other side of the roof with a 24 stealth.
That's pretty good.
That is her turn.
Lilith and everybody else, you do watch as the blood wolf that has dispersed itself, its physical form having broken, the blood that it was made from, instead of landing on the ground, kind of rise and takes on a somewhat tendrily form, and it whips backwards into the grasses towards the witch that's floating in the air. Zephyr's just going to take a long shot at the nearest target. Actually, I think Zephyr's just going to take a shot at the witch, because that seems wise. Good vantage point. Taking a moment to aim. Fires it. But for those of you watching, the bolt seems to catch in a crosswind and just gets whipped away. Unable to reach its intended target. Adi.
Yeah. She's going to... how far is the witch from her?
The witch is... hang on. So you are there. There to the wall. The witch is 225 feet out.
Okay, so that is outside of both of my my long range as well.
No, for your
Isn't it?
crossbow, it's in your long. It's 320 is your long range on your light.
320. Oh, okay. Yeah, we're gonna try and take that shot.
Over it.
Disadvantage. Okay, yeah, that might suck. With True Strike, so it's 15 to hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay.
You meet much the same barrier that Zephyr did with their shot. It sails true for a little bit, but kind of once it passes over the wall, just these powerful winds just buffet it off course.
Yeah, and Audie gives Titan a bit of a smirk and goes, "So Titan, when you're done here, you're gonna fix us all up, right? Maybe give us our own little diamond appendages if we need it. We'll get through this though." And she's trying to be inspiring, but she's feeling a little shaky. But that doesn't matter because that's not how butter inspiration works.
Titan feels quite inspired.
Oh, excellent.
Of course, he wants to give you all diamond
Audie would
appendages.
look great with some diamond arms.
I don't know why that rolled.
This is probably one of the things you ended up losing.
Oh. Okay.
So just
Oh.
yeah.
It still took it away, but
Yeah, that's
as
fine.
long as
Just
Titan
Titan
remembers he
be
has it.
aware that he has a D6.
And yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Rapidly approaching the walls. The witch in a flurry of whirlwinds. Very much like Magneto with the arms kind of outstretched to their sides, floating menacingly towards the village. You watch as an arm rises up, thunder roars overhead, and there is a sudden crackling on the top of the fountain. And I need Titan and Audie to make dexterity saves.
Oh, we're gonna use some inspiration on that one.
And didn't you use bardic inspiration on a saving throw?
You can, yes.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna use it then.
I think I'm still failing. That's a 10.
Yeah, that's a failure. Just gonna
That's
finish.
17.
17 will succeed.
Okay.
hoping. Come on, less than 16. 3 ones.
Well, it is less.
Oh, yay.
14 points of lightning damage if you failed, 7 if you succeeded.
All right.
But that is all for the Blood Witch. Roz.
Roz will scoot just a little closer, and she is going to mumble a little prayer to herself. Let me stand now unafraid against the insurmountable hordes, and cast heroism on herself.
Hmm.
And that's it.
Titan.
Titan's gonna take a shot at the witch.
Go for it. There's a disadvantage.
Yep, it's still on. Yeah, ranger's disadvantage. Dice roll the exact same thing. Modified 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And heavy crossbow is D10.
That's a D12.
Oh,
Yeah.
it says D10 on my sheet again.
Oh.
It's a table rule.
Well, yeah, but I was confident I had changed it already in the issue.
That's okay. You had it reverted at some point, I guess.
Mhm.
I remember you had updated it. Anyways. 12 piercing. Not bad.
No, not bad at all.
And Titan, kind of realizing that this is a spellcaster, is going to encourage everybody to spread out. And he's going to go 5 and then drop down onto this ledge here, 30. That'll be Titan's turn.
Okay. Going to just go real quickly. Concentrations. Okay, that is Titan's turn. Now this Blood Wolf will arrive at the wall. And leap over. And that is all it can do. And we've seen this song and dance before. We know what all these bandits are doing. The respective group is charging through these high grasses, closing on the wall. Riot's turn. Riot's been told to be conservative. She's going to level the heavy crossbow at the Blood Wolf that just left the wall, and fire a shot. Natural 1, miss. The winds, even though they quite haven't crested over, seems to have given her an excuse to have a bad shot. That being said, Titan's alert to the fact that there's a spellcaster in his spread. That's a good idea. But I think she's going to stay here. She's going to kind of wave her hands and signal for her squad mates to fan out further away. I think the Moonshadow Rider is going to stand its ground there for the time being. It'll take the dodge action, just sort of waiting for an opportunity to get into melee, given that it doesn't have any ranged options. Shot caller will get to the wall. Bandit will arrive at the wall. And another. But wait, there's one more. Evening Glow has no problem moving himself, and then is going to just fire at this bandit that he's kind of left himself a vision of. And miss. Natural 6. Corona.
Hearing Titan's call out, I think Corona's going to move a bit, seeing as she's a little bit close to Audie. She'll move to here. And her action, just in case there's another lightning bolt, will be to dodge. And that will be her turn.
Okay. Bloom is gonna follow suit. Going to move there, and there. And all targets are pretty far away at this point. No, especially given the movement. Yeah, I think Gloom is just going to fire at the witch and hope for the best. Oh wow, natural 16 and natural 17. The crossbow bolt against all odds will sail a great distance and find its mark. I should grab every dice but a D8. Five piercing damage. Concentration is 5. Lilith.
Peek out of cover and fire at the other wolf.
Okay.
It's a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Good damage. 29 damage.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
And back into cover is a bonus action.
Arrows.
22 stealth.
The arrow sails cleanly, piercing through the wolf, and it just sort of devastates a section of its body where it just sort of breaks apart and falls up, down into the grasses, and it's forced to reform itself a little shaky, a little less certain than before. Zephyr is going to agree with that and shoot the wolf and hope to try to finish it off. Will hit for a whopping 3 points of damage. And Zephyr is... How much on the side of caution are they erring here? I feel like White Cross Company has a standard they need to follow when it comes to spellcasters, given that there is a very common spell that would be an issue. I think Zephyr is going to move there for the time being and hunker down near the fountain. Melody.
All right, because everybody is out of my my range, she is going to absolutely fire at the witch again.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage. That's gonna be hit because it definitely won't. Because that's 14.
Yeah, 14 will not hit.
And using the last of that bardic inspiration, looking to Corona, and basically get her in your sights. I've seen you take down Rat Spigot on her. I'm gonna. Target. Dude. And you get a d6.
Thank you. This.
That's gonna be my turn.
Okay. The Ragecaster will very deftly float over the wall, well and 60 feet above it. We'll take a hand. Let's see, who looks like a target? Everyone did spread out quite nicely. feel like the elf on the roof. Lilith, make a dexterity
Yeah.
save as you begin to feel a crackling in the air gather.
Yeah, I was gonna be a good player and say, she's 60 feet up. She can definitely see Lilith.
Yeah, there ain't no cover on the top of that roof.
Dex save. That's a +7. That makes that a dirty 20.
You'll succeed. Uh, 19 reduced to 9. Now that the Ragecasters entered into the village proper, you can see that those harsh winds that have been billowing back and forth, causing several projectiles that have gone for long ranges to sort of be cast aside, has followed her. She seems to be enshrouded in this protective barrier of wind that is deterring projectiles from reaching her cleanly. Something that is now quite obvious since she's gotten so close. Roz.
And have Roz just jump right on over to here, but otherwise she's gonna dodge.
Okay. Titan.
He's still gonna try and take a shot at the caster.
Okay.
I think she's still in his long range though, so disadvantage.
It's going to be disadvantage no matter what, so we're not going to worry about it.
Fair enough. That's probably a miss though. 15.
Yeah, that is a miss. And Sails gets close and gets caught in the currents of the wind, carried away.
He's gonna stay where he is for now.
Okay. The Blood Wolf is going to charge and a sprint right to Roz.
Warning strike.
I figured.
Does a 17 hit?
It does.
Dealing 13 plus 9, 22 points of damage.
Okay. This Blood Wolf, damaged as it is, comes charging at you, snarling, snapping, and you meet it in its charge. Its momentum carries itself right into your weapon, and it just destroys itself on it. And then the Ragecaster raises the other hand and snaps a finger. I need you to make a Constitution save. As the wolf and the droplets that have scattered around you halt in the air and begin to bubble.
Ugh. Concerning, but dirty 20 on the save.
Gathering dice, give me a moment. Uh, 13 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
As the blood of the wolf, instead of harmlessly casting itself onto you and painting you in a somewhat, horrific portrait of the battlefield you've been a part of, it instead burns and singes and kind of rots away at sections of you that it lands on. But that was the wolf's turn. Let's see. These guys were all going to dash. We're going to get there. As they clamber through like so many of their brothers have before. Riot. Riot is going to get a little further away from Audie. He's going to... the Blood Witch is in the proper. She's definitely going to keep trying to hit it. Miss miserably. 4 and a 6. She's going to swear under her breath. Keep the heavy crossbow clutched to her chest. And I think she's going to take Titan's attack. She's going to hop over the railing and into these bushes here. The bushes are more of a hassle than anything. She swears more when she lands at the bottom. The rider is going to take advantage of its new form. Is going to bonus action dash and get right up to this guy. As a matter of fact, it's going to land here because it's going to use a feature of a rider that I've literally never used before. It is going to attack the one on the left first. And a miss. It's going to attack the one in the middle. And a miss. And I'm going to do nothing cool because I miss both attacks.
Oof.
Yeah, real rough. The shot caller is going to tell this bandit, get your ass over the wall. And he does. And then... honestly, there are telltale signs that bad things have happened on the other side of this wall. The shot caller is not dumb enough to hurt himself when he's got a longbow in hand, and is instead going to shoot an arrow at Ross. Uh, 21, which I think misses.
No, it'll hit. My AC is 20.
Well done. For 9 points of piercing damage. Bandit. Dash. Bandit. Doesn't even have to dash. He's going to get there and recklessly swing on the rider. And crit him. For a 3, 12, 17 reduced to 8. Dash and get there. Evening Glow is, just going to shoot the giant mass of bodies that have appeared in front of him. And had it been any other target, he would have missed. Crossbow bolt's going to sail true and hit, despite the fact that these guys are walls of meat. The guy seems to just catch it in the shoulder and doesn't even acknowledge it. Corona, back at the top with you.
She is feeling a little bit more inspired from Melody. Going to take aim at the head honcho here, who's floating, I believe. Levitating even, some might say. So we'll enter stance. I think she's still just at her normal reach. Yeah. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Actually, you know what? Now that Roz moved a little bit, I can afford to move just a little in case she doesn't move. So I will do so. Move 5 feet, not entering stance, but shooting at normal anyway.
Okay. Yeah.
Let's see. Cool.
Yeah, 19 will hit.
Seems like that connects, yeah. And that will be the turn. Bonus action reload.
Bloom is going to shoot a bandit. Closes target. And there's a lot of them, and he doesn't want them getting close. Hit. 6 points of damage. Lilith.
Well, she got hit by a lightning bolt. The rage caster can see her, but that doesn't mean anyone else can. So she's gonna pop out and take a shot at that shot caller.
Oh, I see.
That's their issues usually. Uh, 15 to hit.
Just hits.
$26 points of damage.
Really good.
She is going to use her movement to climb down on the other side of the roof. And then use her bonus action to hide behind the building.
Mm-hmm.
It's a not great 12.
That is not great, but heard.
That is her turn.
Okay. Zephyr is going to back up here. Line of sight on those bandits here. Unfortunately, the distance is working a little bit against them. We'll make an attack at disadvantage. And miss. Melody.
Okay, we are going to continue with those. No, that's not true. I think that's a very good cluster of them. I just need to get within 60 feet, so I need to move 15 up. I could move 15 forward, take the attack, and move 15 back and just be where I am. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Saves me actually moving.
Fair enough. I'll allow
and gonna cast some shatter, because if we can focus them, let's do it.
Is this disregarding the safety of the rider?
I kind of have to at this point. I would do it if anybody else was there too, but
Well, yeah, reasonable, I guess.
there's half of our enemies right there.
Yeah, more than even.
He's already dead.
Haha.
Yeah, you know, he's said as much. So stop that.
Pretty average.
Where do I get the most? I think I get 5 there, but I don't.
If they're in the squares, then that's who it's gonna hit.
Yeah, so it hits those 5 along the bottom.
And actually avoids the rider, I think, didn't it?
Nope, he was in the top corner of the circle.
Well, I'm gonna roll a bunch of con saves from left to right.
Yay.
What's your DC? It's 15, right, Melody?
15.
So first one's a failure. Failure. 3 failures. Natural 1, 4 failures. 5 failures.
Excellent. And 2.
The rider succeeds.
3.
5.
And 6. So 11 damage and 5 to the rider. And I'm tapped for spell resources. Good luck, y'all.
Again, 11 across a blanket group of enemies is still pretty valuable.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Ragecaster is going to move her 60 feet of flight and get there. Going to look around. It's just going to look directly down onto Roz. And then just with a hand point at you and make a dex save.
Advantage because I'm dodging.
Mm-hmm.
13. I think that misses the dodge.
Unfortunately, 13 is not sufficient. So... 26 points of lightning damage.
Oh,
Yeah. Almost maximum. And that's all the Ragecaster is going to do. Roz, appropriately, it's your turn.
yay! Roz is badly injured all of a sudden, so she's going to second wind. Recover some health. She needs to pull back. into this trench here. And, yeah, she's really, really hurt. And she's gonna put her axe back on her back, dodge, and get ready to draw her crossbow for her next turn.
Okay. Titan.
He's just gonna keep shooting at this caster.
Seems reasonable.
Since he thinks is best. Disadvantage. We take those disadvantage rolls. 23 to hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure hits.
Uh, 15 damage.
Really good. The crossbow pierces through the winds. The heavy bolt manages to score itself across one of the Ragecaster's arms, drawing the first bit of her blood.
Titan's gonna move just a little bit away from private room up there. And that'll be it.
Okay. Perhaps it is not surprising that the bandits are just going to wail on the rider. He's going to get hit. I rolled a 1, so he's going to take a whopping 2 points of damage. Second attack. I'm just going to roll a third one because we all know it's coming. All of them will hit. $21 reduced to 10. Riot's turn. Regard Riot's sheet real quick. Nope, unfortunately nothing fun there. Riot is going to just be simple and also shoot a crossbow bolt at the witch. And a miss. More swearing. All she can do. The rider, surrounded, is going to attempt to do a thing again. One attack. Critical. Gonna hit this bandit immediately on his left for 12 points of slashing damage as he cuts through him with that curved bladed short sword he picked up. He's going to attack the one below that guy. And crit him. For 14 points of damage. And because he has attacked 2 separate targets, he can go into a flurry and attack a third, as long as it is a different target than the first 2.
Rider go.
And a third crit. Thank you for hurting all these bandits, Adi.
You're very welcome.
Because they're bleeding, he can hurt them more. For another 14 points
even
of damage.
better. I mean, I totally knew that.
This shot caller going to yell at one of the bandits to attack the rider. Bandit will use its reaction to do so. And hit. 13 damage reduced to 6. And then it is going to take its longbow and shoot at Corona, who is the foremost target further up the hill. A 18 to hit.
That will hit, but she will try and catch it if she can.
You certainly can.
Okay. Grand total of 5. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh no, it's not adding the dex mod, so I guess 8. Okay.
Well, you managed to catch the arrow.
He will drop it.
Yeah. For anyone else just sitting there, longbow arrow comes for Corona. Corona literally just snatches it out of the air and throws it aside like it's nothing. That just happened. These bandits are going to go to town on the rider still. A hit. Gonna get them all out of the way. A hit. And a crit. Shark bite 2, come back. Although alarmingly, my dice seem to have turned around from last week.
Ruh-roh.
Ooh, all 3 great axe attacks, including the crit, 41 points of damage, reduced to 20. It is perhaps not surprising that the Moonshadow Rider is kind of coming apart in pieces. Evening Glow's going to the hell over here and shoot the witch. He just continues to scuttle down the stairs, kind of slogs his way through the trench, and then as he gets up on the first set of steps, he's going to turn around and shoot his crossbow. And unfortunately, those winds continue to protect the witch, and the bolt just gets swept up in them. And he misses. Corona.
Oh, whoops, I was muted. I have a question just for clarification for me as a player. Because I didn't see the boss. I know it's an abstraction, so it's not like I can metagame around this, but like, the boss health bar wasn't moving too much, and then I looked away for a bit, and then now it's hurting. Would Corona be able to tell if her effects are effective against? Well, I guess her one attack was effective against the witch.
Distance is kind of difficult. The witch has so far seemed to be mostly unfazed by all of the attacks that have hit them.
Okay.
You definitely don't think it's doing nothing, but you definitely think it's not doing as much as you think it should.
Okay. All right. Then I think because we're gonna have some guests coming at the party soon after they deal with our ghost friend, she's gonna work on them because she knows that at least her ammunition works on them a little bit better. So she'll enter stance. And we'll attack this guy here. Just to see if we can't actually finish one off. And we'll roll with advantage. Because he is actually within range. Let me hit this button and see what it does. Okay, doesn't matter. That's a 3. Okay, yep. For 6 damage. Bonus action reload. That's her turn.
Okay. Gloom, who is all the way back there. Yeah, just gonna shoot at the witch. Seems like the best choice. Unfortunately, despite even practiced aim over many hours, sometimes a barrier of this magnitude is enough to prevent any such skill from reaching her. Lilith.
Sneak over here. Take a shot at this closest bandit.
Okay.
Did they reckless attack?
Yes, they all have.
Okay. It's a 24 to hit.
Oh yeah.
23 points of damage.
That is
5 of which is lightning.
exactly enough. Bennett's not even ready for it. He just catches it right in the back of the head and collapses.
She knows this lady is calling lightning strikes down. She's going to use an item interaction to pull a potion out from her pouch and call out for Roz. But she's going to stay where she is and take cover here, using her bonus action to hide where Roz knows she is. So, 19 to stealth. That's pretty good.
Pretty good.
That is her turn.
Okay. Piper's gonna shoot the witch. And miss, unfortunately. Very hard target to hit. Melody.
We're gonna keep trying to hit the witch. And put on some True Strike. Put on some radiant damage with that True Strike. And let it fire. Yeah, that's just going one more lower. Going with a 13.
Unfortunate miss.
In the next 4 rounds, I will natural 1.
I think in this case, the final countdown.
Yeah, kinda.
The Blood Witch, seemingly unfazed by all of you, is just going to fly here. Just going to lower her height just a little bit. I guess technically it doesn't. But there are some of you that are now 20 feet closer to her. So
Does that mean she's within 60 feet of us?
she's within 60 feet of several of you, yes.
Excellent. I've been waiting for this part.
These guys have to adjust people's elevations a little. Technically, Roz is below ground zero, but I'm not going to fuss with that. Okay. Well, so many lovely little targets. But Roz is the one that's extremely hurting, so is just going to spin around, and again with a hand, point at you with an outstretched palm, and then close and curl her fingers in. You'll feel that similar crackling discharge gather around you. Make a dex save.
This time it's a 16.
16 will succeed. Uh, 15 reduced to 7. That is her turn. Roz.
All right. Well, Roz is going to leap up to here, like she was told to do by Lilith.
Lilith has a potion in hand offering.
Right. Take that potion from her and drink it.
Reasonable.
It's the 4th level healing potion from the Chaos Temple.
What could go wrong?
Well, I'm drinking it, so you tell me.
Well, heal yourself as normal, but there is a percentile die in your roll in your future.
And she gets swept into the Chaos Temple, not Roz the witch.
That seems weird.
It would seem chaotic.
I was gonna say it would seem chaotic.
Was swiping that potion of item interaction.
It is, yes.
Bonus action to drink it. Great. Then I think I need to get away from Lilith. So
Well, you need to make your
dash.
percentile die roll first.
Oh, I need to roll that now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because you're drinking the potion and the magic is activating to heal you. So absolutely need to roll it now.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah. You know, Lilith doesn't get out of this, unfortunately.
Great.
Yeah.
93. I don't remember if that's good or bad.
It doesn't matter. I'm not using a table, you guys.
I still don't know if that's good or bad.
Huh. Well, it's positive. It doesn't help you right now, but it's positive. For the next minute, the imbiber goes into a rage as per barbarian.
Neat.
Yeah. You suddenly get blindingly angry.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
Damage resistance.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
Extra damage.
Like,
Can't cast your spells anymore, but
that is actually a downside.
Oh well, I'm raging now.
Yeah, that is. Out of all the possible things you could have rolled, that was probably one of the better outcomes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily help you, but there were ones that definitely just hurt you. Well then.
you only got 24 out of that.
I'm full health.
Oh, okay.
Still gonna dash to get away from Lilith, though.
Advised.
Lilith.
There.
Watch Roz drink the potion, then she gets really angry suddenly out of nowhere.
Yeah. She just crushes the vial in her hands and then eats it.
Oh, those are reusable, but
He growls and charges off toward the berserkers.
Titan.
Titan's gonna take a step back so he has a slightly better angle on the shot.
Mm-hmm.
And just try and shoot this witch.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you're the only one that's hurt her so far.
With a nat 1.
Oh. Oops.
That's gonna be Titan.
Okay. 3 bandits swing onto the rider. 1 misses. 2 misses. Crazy. 1 hit. 13 points of slashing damage reduced to 6. Those 2 misses quite literally spot him another round. Up until the next 3 bandits swing on him. Riot is going to kind of push her way through the brush and the bushes and swing herself over the steps here and get back up here. Right there. And that is all she can do movement-wise, but she's going to still take her heavy crossbow, level it towards the Ragecaster, and fire a bolt. And crit. And the fun thing is, everyone would notice, because Riot's directly beneath her, within a reasonable radius, the winds don't seem to protect her when you're directly beneath her. Oh, I rolled a 1 on my second die. Yeah. 18 reduced to 9. Con save. A success. This is weird thing. I wish she'd fail one of those, because she's got things she can do when she fails the concentration check, and I haven't failed one. Spoilers. The Rider is just going to try to kill as many of these bandits as he can. 1 hit. 2 hits. 3 hits, no crit. And he did space him out for 3 attacks. Okay. Kills 1. And then deals 6 and 6 to the other two. Shotcaller, who's still miraculously alive, is I think going to try to finish off the Moonshadow Rider, but is going to use a bonus action first to have his buddy make a reaction and attack him first. And miss with a 2. He will follow up with a longbow shot, which will hit. Not for enough, unfortunately. Or reduced to 2 points of damage. Duck down for cover. Bandit attacks. At advantage, a 2 and a 4, miss. At advantage, a 6 and a 10, a miss. The rider's hanging on by some kind of luck. Evening Glow really only has the best choice here to attack the witch. Going to move there and shoot the witch. I wish that wasn't a disadvantage, and miss. First one was 17. Corona.
Okay. Well, since we saw what we saw with Riot being able to shoot pretty easily underneath her, let's prevent the witch from moving. We're gonna shoot at her. Still have inspiration, so I'll use it if I need to. I will enter stance to do it at advantage, I think.
It'll normalize because you're outside of her. You're still.
Oh.
The shot will be blocked by her winds, so it would
Gotcha.
disadvantage it.
Okay.
Unless you want to move up underneath her.
And nah, I'm fine. I don't do enough damage to justify that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I won't complain. Dirty 20.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For that much damage, but on top of that, we are going to use this, our arresting strike. She needs to make a dex save, or not be able to move.
Okay. I think an 11 fails.
Awesome. Okay. I think in reaction to that, maybe it catches her in a spot where she like clutches it in pain a little bit, and I think Corona's going to call out, "Get under her while you can." Oh yeah, bonus damage. That's right. I forgot about that. Let me do that. D6, I believe.
Yeah.
D6, yeah. 1d6. I guess that's something I forgot to link. Extra 4, which is down to 2 probably. Okay, that is going to be her turn.
Okay. Gloom, where are you? There you are. Gloom's in a good spot. Just gonna stay crouched. I mean, the witch is right here. Just feels like shoot the witch. One attack has to get through, but unfortunately, this is not the one. Lilith.
Peek around the corner. Wow, he's still alive.
Barely. It did take me missing 4 attacks at advantage.
I'm gonna shoot the top right berserker.
Okay.
Oh, natural 20.
Mm-hmm. You can roll your dice for fun, but I'm just going... You already know this guy's dead. I think just maximize the sneak attack with the lightning damage and the bow die, and I think it's enough to kill him with your modifier.
Yeah, it's 53 points of damage.
Oh, yeah, he could have been at full health and would still be dead.
That being said, the bottom left one has to make me a wisdom save.
they're so wise. They make so many good choices. You rolled a 3. It stays a 3.
You take 6 points of necrotic damage, max damage. Still holding on.
Barely.
Oh well. Back around the corner. Honestly, she can't hide from the witch here, and all of those guys attack recklessly, so it's 10 feet of movement. Use her other 20 to get here, and then bonus action dash over to here. Start getting towards the witch.
Okay.
That'll be her turn.
Zephyr. Really, from Zephyr's position, only has one reasonable target, which is the witch. Miss. My disadvantage die rolls are so contrasting. I rolled an 18 and a 12 there, and the last one was a 16 and a 4. Really wants to let me know that's never going to happen. Melody.
Yeah, so she's within 60 feet of me.
Sure, technically.
Well,
ignoring hypotenuses and all that fun stuff.
I can move 5 feet if you want me to, like.
No.
Really
I'm not saying that to challenge you. I'm just saying that I'm not thinking that hard about it. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Then Audie is just going to, do the smart thing that is always a good idea and never backfires, and viciously mock the caster. And and just kind of looks up. You're a coward who doesn't get her hands dirty. Get down here and have a real fight. Make a wisdom save.
That's just reference. Okay. A 14.
That fails.
Does.
By 1.
Yep.
Disadvantage on the next attack roll, although she's been doing a lot of saves.
Yep.
And 3 points of psychic damage. Which isn't nothing.
No, and also not resisted, so.
Yep, that's why I've been waiting. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Start of her turn. I'm going to do a thing I continue to forget. Some of her wounds close up.
They would.
Yep. And her choice of target is very easy here, despite the fact that Melody and all of her adorable cuteness just mocked her. She is just going to target Lilith. Make a dex save, Lilith.
I'm good at these. 22.
You'll succeed. I rolled pretty below average. 12 reduced to 6. And with that hand just sort of outstretched toward just Lilith, bringing that lightning bolt down on top of her, she does cast a glance back over her shoulder towards you, Melody. Don't worry. By the time this fight's over, my hands will be covered in the blood of you and all your friends. Roz.
How high up is the top of that statue?
This?
Yeah.
It's a 10-foot tall statue, so from where it is, it's 30 feet if you get on top of it.
Perfect. So as a bonus action, I'm going to activate my Divine Physique.
Mm-hmm.
And then Roz is going to start fully Hulk leaping over here. Jump. Jump. So that if the Ragecaster isn't wise enough to move, maybe next turn she can rip her out of the sky. But she's just up here now and roaring at her.
Mm-hmm. She definitely...
There's no thoughts.
She definitely clocks you. Not that angry Roz would notice. Titan.
Or shooting.
Good choice.
I suppose some slight flavor movement. He would have moved up to about here. Because Corona called out to get under her while you can. See that people are starting to clump up a little and decide, let's not make it super obvious where to shoot your spells.
Mm-hmm.
He moved over again. I'll take it above average. 18.
That Just hits.
Ray. And damage.
Not nothing.
Nothing. And that's it.
Okay. Bandits' turns. They're gonna keep trying to kill his rider. They're so close. Oh, and this guy's probably gonna do it. He hits. 13 points of damage, reduced to 6. And the rider is going to make a Constitution save. Natural 20. He'll get returned to 1 HP. Second bandit is going to swing onto him. At advantage. And hit. 13 points reduced to 6. He's going to make another con save. Natural 17. Succeed. Broken into pieces. The body of the rider is just falling apart. And as it's crumpling down, the ghostly fire that is sort of manifested itself around it just reorganizes the bits and pieces, not necessarily into the right places, but into something that still looks kind of like a humanoid body, and it stands back up. Riot sees Roz jump up on top of the statue, kind of clicks her teeth, sort of mutters under her breath, "Well, there isn't room for both of us up there. Took my idea." And is instead just going to level her crossbow and shoot at her, since it seems like someone else is already on the job. And hit. I rolled a 1. 6 points of damage reduced to 3. Concentration check is fine. The rider, still alive, is going to attempt to kill more bandits. Missed the first one with a 2. Hit the second one. And then make the third attack on the other. Points of damage to this one. 6 points of damage to that one. He's slowly but steadily making them headway. The shot caller, who's still out here, is going to use a bonus action and say one of his buddies to try to cut down the rider for once. He's gonna miss again with a 2. He's going to take his longbow. I think Corona is the nearest, most reasonable target, but this rider is a problem. I think he's still going to try to kill the rider. Gonna hit. 9 points of damage. Another con save for the rider. That's a D12. I should roll the right dice. He succeeds. Natural 18. Crumples down. The head is now only a quarter of what it was. Gets back up. This bandit's going to try to finish the job. He will hit. Huge axe swing down, just trying to break apart the body so it just can't possibly reform itself. Their con save. Natural 17. The rider will survive. It will stand back up with 1. Evening Glow is going to shoot the witch. You were saying, Quinn?
I'm going to post it in Discord.
Miss. Corona.
Between looking frantically back and forth towards the rider and the shot caller and making sure there's not an arrow coming her way and back towards the witch, I think she's going to try and squeeze in another bolt towards the caster here to try and keep her immobilized. Question I keep forgetting. Does an inspiration reroll? It's not advantage. You take that roll no matter what it is, right? Or
so if you roll a single die, you can use your point of inspiration. You have to use the new roll. If you roll at an advantage and you use an inspiration point, you take the highest of the advantage roll plus the new roll, and then take whichever is the higher of those two. And then vice versa for disadvantage.
Yeah, you just take whatever's the highest, but it's still disadvantage.
Yeah.
Or well, yeah,
you would take the lowest of the two.
The lowest of the two, but yeah, okay.
It does make disadvantage. It does make using it on disadvantage a lot less damaging.
Okay. Okay, cool. Then I think she'll shoot. She'll stance up to neutralize advantage disadvantage. And we'll shoot. Okay, this is where I will use a point to roll again. I'm just gonna. Is there a reroll option? I'll just roll again and then add ammo back. 1 ammo back. Okay, better. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use our bardic die here. And I think I have adaptability die I can also use. Let me just double check that. Ability to any ability check or saving throw. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, it's just up to the bardic die. Let's see. Ah, dang. Okay. 13 is probably going to miss.
It is going to miss.
Okay. Yep. All right. That's unfortunate. We'll see what happens. Bonus action reload. That's a turn.
Okay. Gloom is going to back down the steps a bit. Still going to keep shooting at the witch. Every little bit counts, but this is still not enough to find purchase. Lilith.
Let's see if we can do what Corona was likely trying to do. I'm going to run up here, assuming this is close enough to not get disadvantage.
You would assume incorrectly.
Well, if he's looking up, she knows Riot's doing fine, so she'll bonus action dash to get to here.
Better. Yeah, it's 10 feet.
And then shoot up, just at normal. So close. Would have been 19 on the die is a 26 to hit.
26 will hit.
No sneak attack though. Deal 14 points of damage, and
do you need the lightning separated?
6 points of lightning, so 8 points of piercing. And we are going to Arresting Strike.
Good luck.
9.
Well, she'll take an extra 3 points of piercing damage, and her movement speed is 0. And we will move a bit to stay separated from everyone. That'll be Lilith's turn.
Okay. Zephyr shoots the witch. Zephyr finally hits the witch at disadvantage. Persistence has finally paid off. For 6 points of damage reduced to 3. crushing these con checks, though. It's crazy. Melody.
All right, so there's nothing as cutting as giving a quip 1 round later, but to the witch it's only 6 seconds, or barely that. So Audie just kind of looks up and shouts back, "I'll remember to laugh at that when I'm bathing in your blood later." And mocked her again.
Wow. Natural 1.
Excellent. For 2 points of psychic damage. Sorry, I missed that, Ben.
Wise to say that one got poor.
Yeah, apparently. It was quite a zinger there. 2 points of psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack if you ever roll an attack roll.
You might get your wish soon enough. Start of her turn, she regenerates. Wounds close. She kind of promptly ignores all the people gathering underneath her, kind of clearly recognizing what's about to happen, but just looks at you, Audie, with your quip. While it might have affected her, she just gives you a good long look over. You have the spirit of a red blade. Maybe you should join us instead of them. And is just going to lightning bolt Lilith.
When you say lightning bolt, do you mean a lightning bolt, or continuing with the lightning strikes?
Dexterity save.
Incredible non-answer, thank you.
That's an 18 on the die,
you like
so
how I
I
did
think
that?
I'm good.
It's just another lightning strike, don't worry.
Okay.
15 reduced to 7. Apparently I got my one really big, chunky lightning strike against Roz, and then nothing above average.
We're a little way at Lilith, even if she's passing the saves.
Oh yeah, dex saves are good for that. But for the turn everyone's been waiting for, since she can't go anywhere. Roz.
Alright, I'll tell you what I want to do. You
Uh-huh.
tell me what to roll.
Uh-huh.
I want to leap into the air.
Okay.
Roz is a 34-foot vertical right now.
Yep.
I want to grab the Rage Caster, and I want to bring her to the ground.
So, you can do pretty much everything, but I cannot guarantee your success in bringing her to the ground. Because
Okay.
that relies on her magical flight ceasing to be able to carry both you and her. Do you have a rough idea how much Roz weighs? Including gear, obviously. I mean, what she's carrying.
I
on
have
her.
her weight recorded. Give me a sec. Roz weighs 150 pounds plus her gear. She's got a lot of gear left behind. She's probably about 300 pounds right now, total.
Okay. So you have to leap. I need you to be able to successfully grapple her. And if you do, I will make a check to see if you can either begin dragging her down or if the flight just gives out entirely.
Cool. I am raging, so
I know
can
you
make
are.
this check with advantage.
Yeah.
And one of them is a 20 on the die, bringing it to 27.
Hang on. I've got to solve this one. Weird scenario. I also got a 27. The defender
Tie
sets...
goes to defenders?
Yeah. Except, I don't want you to fall. You can hang on.
Okay.
But she doesn't go anywhere. So you're now attached to her, basically, hovering 60 feet in the air.
I'm fine with that. Roz is a mad berserker right now. She's got no thoughts. That is my turn.
Just two people raging in the sky together. Great. Titan.
I want to join in the Ross Tower. He heard Riot say that she was going to do the same thing, so he'll leave it for now. Fine, shoot.
Reasonable. Unfortunately, 14 does miss.
Or 13. But this is even harder.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, that's all for tonight.
Well, meanwhile, down here in a completely different saga that's happening, this bandit's going to try to kill the rioter again. He's going to crit. That's pretty good. 23 points of damage reduced to 11. Sends him down to 1. And finally, the rioter collapses and does not get back up.
You did a lot for us this round. That was incredible.
Yeah, the luck was insane. The bandit's going to turn and move 40 feet. Get right there. Unfortunately, he doesn't have enough movement to make that jump. Riot. Unfortunately, she was hoping maybe Roz would succeed and have dragged her down a bit, but since she didn't, she's going to walk up. And it's crazy. It looks like Riot and Roz went shoe shopping at the same place, and she's going to spring 30 feet up to the top of the statue. Wild.
Good stuff.
She also has a pair of boots of shredding and springing. Yeah, this shot caller gonna give this guy a bonus action. Tell him to run at his enemies. He will gladly do so. And then it's just going to shoot Corona, who is now the only reasonable target within his range. He's gonna crit.
Okay, I will try and catch to reduce.
I would advise it. Yeah, I would. I mean,
Let's go.
oh,
No,
good.
not bad. Plus 3.
Plus 3. So
Yep.
you're gonna take 9 points of piercing damage.
Okay, I'll take it.
Okay. This bandit, who was so politely given an order, is now much closer. He is going to run for these 10 feet. And then jump and just land next to you, Corona. And he's going to attack you recklessly.
Okay.
And he's going to crit.
Oh,
7 plus 12 and 9. 22 points of slashing damage.
okay.
That's his turn. Evening glows all the way over yonder. Is just going to shoot the witch because it's the only viable target he has. He's going to shoot this bandit. He feels like he'll actually hit the bandit versus this witch, which just seems like an impossible kill down. And he will, in fact, hit the bandit. For 9 points of piercing damage. And at the top of the round, we are going to take our mid-session break. So, we'll be back in 10 minutes to see how the party, if the party, manages to drag down the Ragecaster. See you in 10.
Dun, dun, dun.
I didn't even count down, I just hit the go button, because here we are. Top of the round, Corona.
Okay, well, first things first, bonus action, second wind.
Wise.
Okay,
Ooh,
cool.
Nice.
Roll.
Real good.
That may save me from another crit. Maybe not 2, but at least 1. Okay, I guess the question becomes, do I want to try and bring her down right now so everyone can do stuff to her? Or do I take care of these dudes?
Depends on what you would have to potentially bring her down.
A rope.
To be fair, there is nothing more I would like to see than Corona lasso the Ragecaster down to the ground. That would be brilliant. But don't allow me
I
to.
kind of want to do it. That was my idea for a while. It should have been sooner, but I was a bit slow on the uptake.
Yeah. I know we're working on that custom gun thing for Corona at some point, probably in tier 2. But now I kind of want to make sure I can give you a lasso weapon that you can more reliably use to wrangle people with.
I was thinking like a bola launcher, yeah, or something like that. But that's besides the point. Okay, we'll do this. Why not? Screw it. All right. So I think she is going to say screw it to this guy that's up in her face. So she'll probably take an advantage or an attack from that.
You will.
Let
You
him
will
do his
miss.
thing. Oh, hey, nice. Okay, cool. So then, whoops. We'll move as close as we need to. Although I don't want Melody to be a prime target.
You need to be at least there.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Within 10 feet.
10 feet.
So.
Okay. That is fair. Okay. Well, we'll do that then. We're gonna do that, and then take out the rope from our sack and try and wrangle her down if I can. I'm not sure if I could somehow call out to Roz to like grab onto this or what. But I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it regardless. Okay, here we go. What should I roll for this?
It's going to be a dexterity check. I mean, we've kind of made this a thing. I'll even give you proficiency in ropes. We'll
cool.
treat it as a weapon for Corona. I feel like that seems
Cool.
appropriate. It is going to be on its long range increment, given that you literally have to do the maximum length because you also have to have the lasso tied, and then plus your height is just enough to get to the bottom of the feet of the rage caster. So it will be a disadvantage, of which I know you can cancel out.
I cannot because I moved, unfortunately.
Oh, well, it will unfortunately be a disadvantage.
Yep.
But you have a point of inspiration left, I think.
Yep, I do. So I have the means to set this up. Okay. So just a dex check?
Yeah, so any ranged weapon that uses dexterity you could roll, essentially.
Okay.
You can add your proficiency, so it's dex plus proficiency plus
right.
a d20.
Okay, I'll just roll the light crossbow then, for simplicity's sake. Roll it with disadvantage. Okay, that's already not terrible. A 10 on the die. Okay, so we're gonna add adaptability die. How many can I add? This 15 is not a bad number.
Well, depends on what you're trying to do, but like they usually specify like precision strike is you can add 1 exploit die.
Oh no, not exploit die, adaptability die.
Adaptability, yes, because
yes. I don't think I could add a maneuver die to this, unfortunately.
Just 1 adaptability die.
Yeah. Okay, then I will do that. That's a D4, I believe. 1d4.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can use heroic inspiration for to add to this? Probably not.
No, not to increase the number. You could only attempt to roll higher. It would toss out the 10, and you would roll another dice.
You know what? I'll do it. Why not?
It does increase your overall odds because, like I said, it gets rid of the lowest dice, and you can only potentially roll higher from there.
Let's see what I get. Okay.
So you've got the 17.
Get the 17, and then I'll add the 1d4. Okay, nice.
4.
21 grand total.
Okay. You push past the berserker. You make your way up the ramp. You're getting the rope ready, tying a super familiar knot that you've done over and over and over again. You begin kind of whirling the rope, and you push your way through that windy barrier that you've felt, and you manage to feel itself break, and you're kind of standing in the eye of the storm. You look up, and you just give yourself a good couple of tosses, and you give it a couple of swirls, and you give it a good hard toss. And it sails through the air, and it looks like it's just not going to get the distance, but then when you snap it shut, it curls up around her ankle.
Oh. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. Now we got her, so I guess next turn we'll try and snag her down if someone else can't.
Yeah, yeah, when you have another action, you can begin the good old heave ho.
Yep. Okay. Cool. That is all I got then.
Okay. I think Gloom's gonna get to the top of the stairs. He's going to shoot this bandit so it doesn't try to get its way up here. And unfortunately, we'll miss and go back down the stairs. Lilith.
Lilith gonna duck down a little bit and take a bonus action to hide. It's gonna be an 18, which I'm pretty sure will be enough for her target all the way over there, shooting longbows at us.
Yeah, 18 will suffice.
Takes a shot at advantage. Consistent dice, that's an 18 to hit.
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure this guy's.
22 points of damage.
Oh. He survives with 1 HP.
Jerk.
He is like just peeking up over the wall, and that arrow strikes him right in the clavicle, and he just falls out of sight. You're pretty convinced he's dead, and then you kind of see him pull himself back up with one arm from using the wall as a brace, barely hanging on.
Just too good of a person. Item interaction, she's gonna draw her rapier. And move here. But that is her turn.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Zephyr is going to skirt around. Is still going to shoot that bandit. Going to try to contribute. And miss. And then we'll scoot back. Melody.
Yeah, pushing her luck right as the lasso ties around the Ragecaster's ankle.
Mm-hmm.
Audie gives a bit of a smirk, a bit of a toothy grin, and goes, "Only join with winners, love." And hopes to seal the deal if you fail another mock.
15 just meets it. Oh no, it's a portent.
Well, I guess that is my turn. Buddy copying wouldn't actually help Corona pull, because help is an action.
Yeah, buddy copying just benefits both of you in an AC perspective and a flanking thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does nothing else. If you wanted to help her, action to help her would have been a fine choice.
Yeah. But, no, we're not going to do that. But I am going to, I think, uncluster this group a little bit. And
You sure?
Yeah, I think so. And I gotta move myself. Oh, what is it? Shift to see movement?
Hold control.
Control
and then
drag.
click. Yeah.
Control.
And then you can click while you're doing that to set intervals, and then spacebar to follow the path.
Yeah, we're gonna go over there. And that's my turn.
Okay. Start of return. We regenerate some health. Well, Roz is hanging on. That's a nuisance. There's a rope around her ankle. That's a nuisance. Definitely sees Riot on the top of that statue. That's also a nuisance. Well, seeing the situation that she's been placed into, is going to run her hand through one of the cuts on her arm. Is going to have several of the runic tattoos across her body begin to glow as she begins to chant words. Then slams her fist into her chest, and she begins to glow with a bright light that suddenly turns into heat and begins to burn Roz. And she casts Fire Shield on herself. And that's her turn.
Okay. It is the second try trying to bring her to the ground. Let's see if she can do it. This time's a 17 on the die for 24.
I rolled a 10 for a 19.
So what happens now?
She is going to slowly begin descending. Essentially,
Okay.
on the top of the initiative, she will reach the ground.
All right.
I am going to
then-
hurt you, though.
And then, is it possible for Roz to fling herself back to the statue so she doesn't have to hang on to this burning woman anymore?
We'll take your 9 points of fire damage first. And the answer to that question is yeah, you sure can try that. Are you trying to land or grab on?
Land.
Okay. If you're going to try to land, I need an acrobatics check.
I do still have advantage on that because of Divine Physique.
There you go.
18 on the die,
Okay, yeah.
which
you
is an
managed-
18.
Yeah, you can happily plant yourself anywhere on the statue you'd like.
Titan is gonna shoot at this bandit.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Oh yeah, definitely is. And you would have advantage if you didn't roll with that advantage.
Yeah, I'll roll again. Maybe we can. We do not.
Okay.
15 piercing damage.
Nice. Good.
And then he's gonna move 5. He'll move there.
Okay. Is that everything?
That's everything.
Okay. This bandit is going to jump. And he is going to charge right up to the elf. Because why wouldn't he? And you guessed it, he's going to recklessly attack her. 18.
That'll hit.
I lost my D12. Give me a second. There it is. 14 points of slashing damage.
Both goes down.
That's his turn. Riot. Fire shield seems like a bad idea to grab onto her. Riot's just gonna shoot her with a crossbow. He's luckily still within the range where he will be at a normal attack. And hit. And roll 1. 3 points of damage. Concentration check. Succeed. But she's going to stay on the statue and stay poised, just in case something goes awry. This guy who's alive can't command anybody from this position, but finds the wall coverage to be safe. Aw, shucks. Yeah, I guess he'll just shoot a longbow at Titan.
Okay.
And miss with a natural 2.
Yay.
I lied. He is going to hop the wall. He's going to go. He ain't no coward. Only a little bit of a coward. This bandit's going to walk up and chop down on the Lilith.
Miss coward.
Unbelievably, he hits.
Darn.
Evening Glow, who is all the way over here, sees one of these bandits is going to try to shoot him. You'll hit. For a whopping 4. Hang on. He would have advantage. Okay, didn't matter. I rolled a 1. Top of the round. The Ragecaster is going to descend. End up grappling. Lassoed. A nuisance at best. Corona, it's your turn.
Well, fire shield is a problem. And I think reasonably she probably wouldn't try to attack because she's got both her hands on the rope. I guess. I guess what she'll do is, would it be a free item interaction or a whole action to drop her backpack?
It follows under the purview of an item interaction. If you've got your backpack on, you just shrug it off.
Okay, I think she's gonna drop it then because she has her grenades in there. She will get closer over here and she's not prone or anything, right? She's just grounded?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. She is going to try and knock her prone then.
Okay.
Just without an attack, just straight up prone attempt. I think it's shove.
The shove, yeah.
Yep, okay. Which is contested athletics. Here we go. Oh, so close. I'll add an adaptability die to that just to be sure.
Okay.
25.
I rolled a modified 20. So you will shove her to the ground.
Perfect. Not much I can do with my bonus action. And Lilith going down is a definite worry, but
I still have to burn you, though.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. I know what the spell says, but it's still technically melee because you're replacing one of your attacks. It's just how I'm rolling it. I rolled quite low.
Could I
4 points of fire damage.
Could I rework my turn then to actually do an attack to knock her prone? Because I do have that capability.
If you want to do that, if it's purely to avoid the damage you take, I'd let
No,
you
no, no.
I'd let you do it.
I'll still take the damage, but it's just I'm going to make an attack as part of my
No,
attempt
yeah.
to knock her prone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you were doing that
okay.
specifically to avoid it, if you want to go back to make the attack.
Oh, my mistake. I didn't catch that. Okay, yeah. So we'll just strike her a bunch. So I'm probably going to take more damage if anything, but we'll see. Jeez. Okay. Let me remove this. And I'd have to burn my bonus action to actually see if this hits. Actually, there we go. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I just deal the 7 damage. And how much burning do I take?
Altogether, 9. 9 points of fire.
9. Okay. There we go. That is the turn. Sorry for overcomplicating it.
Oh, quite all right. Gloom is here. Gloom's gonna pop up. Gloom is going to shoot this bandage south of where Lilith is. And hit. Ooh, roll a 7. Or 9 total, which is just enough to kill him. Lilith.
So I had a question because this pertains specifically to death saves.
Mm-hmm.
Legendary Resolve for the inspiration states that you can re-roll, but you can't do it after you know the outcome of the roll. Obviously, if I roll for a death save, I immediately know what the outcome is because it's a flat DC.
Correct.
Do you want me to declare reusing one beforehand?
I guess I have to consider if I wanted this ability to be used for this. I guess, honestly, this is one of those I just want to... I'll just take a temperature from everybody. Clearly, this game has had the implication that if you die, you stay dead. It was a thing that happened in the setting. The laws have made it extremely controversial and very difficult to just resurrect somebody. Magic doesn't exist to do that anymore. So if a character dies, it is very likely they stay dead. With that being said, and the obvious bias towards yes, how do people feel about allowing inspiration points to be used to reroll death saves if they are declared beforehand?
Just a single point use?
A single point.
That seems fine to me. Like you... not the type of inspiration that we're using, but the regular type of inspiration you could just declare and get advantage. So it doesn't feel off-type to me to do it here.
Fair.
And you're burning the resource no matter what, because you're declaring it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, yeah. I think it makes sense.
Kay or Ben, do you have any strong feelings one way or the other?
Well, one other thought that I had, and not that Lilith is going to want to do this, but the other question then comes to whether or not legendary resistance would do the same.
No.
This is death a saving throw, or
so with regards to these rules, now that we're talking about it, I will immediately shoot that one down.
Okay.
I am already like I said, the reason why I'm asking is because I'm more leaning towards the fact that allowing anybody to manipulate things that involve death should be off the table. But at the same time, I think the point of the heroic inspiration system is to be heroic. So for moments like this where you want to hedge your bets, you should be allowed to. That one, I say a no. I dislike that it's just a guaranteed you're fine.
Okay.
When the odds are still in play, I'm fine with it.
I mean, yeah, like you said, there's a bias against it because, of course, we want to live. But the idea that you have to burn the point ahead of time, again, yeah, like Zhao said, it kind of means you're forced to kill the resource, so you're using something anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's something to lose.
Yeah. I mean, and with the understanding of the fact that it could also just not save you anyway.
Yeah, you could roll twice and they both suck.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, I would up the cost to 2 points, but I'm happy to be outvoted on it.
Specifically for death saves.
Specifically for death saves.
Interesting. Would that make you unable to use it, Lilith?
No, I still have 2 points of inspiration.
Okay. I kind of like that suggestion. Because I am definitely the reason why I ask everybody's because I'm more leaning towards the side of I don't want it to be manipulated. But just because it is uncertain as to the outcome, if there is still chance left, I'm okay with it. So I think for 2 points, we can allow the use of inspiration points to give yourself an advantage on a death save, but you must spend the points beforehand. And it can only be done once. So when we get to the tiers, you guys have 4, for instance. You cannot use it. Actually, I think that is written in the rules. When you reroll something, you should have to use the new roll. If it's not in there, that is what it should be.
Yes. Yes. That is part of it.
Okay.
All right.
So if that's amenable, that is the decision. Honestly, and if it's not, take it up with me after the game.
Yep. I just wanted to clarify.
Mhm.
'Cause I think this is the first time it's happening.
Yep, it is.
In which case, yes, I will be spending both my inspiration to roll this with advantage.
And just do me a favor. Don't tell anyone what it is. Just message.
Yeah, I was already going to do that.
Perfect. Okay. Lilith, please pass your turn when you're ready.
She does not magically shoot up to her feet. That is all I will say.
Zephyr is going to maneuver a little. Get to there. Level their crossbow at this last bandit above Lilith. And hit, thank you, advantage. For 6 points of piercing damage. Unfortunately, bandit's still alive. Melody.
Yeah, so looking at it, I think I can get right next to Lilith. Is that right?
Yep. 30 feet gets you in any of these spaces.
Okay. Can a person who is prone take an attack of opportunity?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's only going to be 1 attack, and it can't be a spell, so you know what? We'll try it.
You don't know that.
We're going to assume it's not a spell.
Mm-hmm.
But we are going to, try and circumvent... Ooh. Okay. Let's see.
But technically speaking, I think if you do...
Yeah, I was going to say,
yeah,
I think
if you're very particular about your movement, I think you can avoid it. Yeah, if you cut there, not where I cut.
Yeah, it's
take 1 step
20
back.
to do it.
You can get here.
Oh, I was going to say, because that looks like it's 30 feet
Oh, is it
to
30?
get there.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, 10 feet and 20 feet, right?
Yep.
Or no, that's 35. You're right. I'd have to go there.
Yeah, but see, you can still do it. It still gets you within 5 feet of Lilith
Yeah. So.
for the sake of interactions.
Yeah, and she's going to, I guess, brunt any damage and do a medicine check. That still works in this setting to try and stabilize.
This medicine is still perfectly fine.
Medicine.
I mean, just look at Titan. The medicine's working as intended.
Yeah.
No, that's actually why Titan left the academy. All medicine was deleted.
So
He was out of a
The
job.
curriculum's gone. Yeah.
Medicine's a hoax.
Yeah, Audie is going to try and stabilize Lilith.
Medicine check.
Yeah. With a 13?
That will stabilize Lilith.
All right.
I have to ask. I'm in fact not going to ask. It's not my place. Okay. Lilith, you are stabled, but
Yay.
unconscious. Melody, anything else?
Nope, that's my turn.
Okay. Well, as you can imagine, Ragecaster is quite upset. And is just going to use an action and bring down a lightning bolt. Because why Why wouldn't she? I don't think I can get any. Nope. Just you, Corona.
Okay.
So make a dexterity
save?
save.
You got it. There we go. Not bad. 18.
Success. 20 reduced to 10.
Oof, oof, oof. Okay.
And of course, the thing I forgot in the beginning of her turn, he regenerates some health. Roz.
Well, Roz isn't thinking clearly. She sees Lilith is down and maybe dead.
That's quite brutal.
So she is going to leap to here and try to just punch this bandit to death with her bare hands.
Sure.
25 to hit him. 8 damage.
I mean, you do it.
Great. Grab his head, slam it against that nearby pole, and she no longer cares about the Ragecaster, just Lilith.
He's very dead, yeah. Titan.
It's 15 movement. I mean, he's a doctor. Quick check. Lilith alive.
Very cursorily checked out. Yes, she's in incredibly bad shape and could, if subjected to any further combat, take a turn for the worse. But right now, she will live.
Okay. And because she's stable, Titan cannot get her up. He'll just actually say to Roz that she's alive. Keep her safe. He's going to here. Actually, no, that's not where he's going to go. Here. And he's going to shoot at the caster. Still disadvantage, I assume.
Yeah, if you're outside 10 feet, yeah. Which you are. So, yeah.
Titan's a little distracted by Lilith going down in that one.
Okay, yeah, that is
That's
definitely
it.
a miss.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Riot's turn. Unsurprisingly, Riot is going to discard her heavy crossbow, take her axe off of her back, will use her last rage of the day, and is going to dive down with her great axe on top of this guy while recklessly attacking, hoping to maim the Ragecaster as badly as possible. I'm glad for advantage. A 19, which will hit. There's going to be some fall damage involved. And 5. All of that to be reduced to 12. A second attack. Will hit. Roll another 1. 8 reduced to 4. Riot's going to take a bunch of fire damage. Owie. Oh, big owie. 24 points of fire damage.
Ouch.
Did not have Corona luck. Meanwhile, this guy shoot Roz after watching that brutal display of what happened to his friend. He natural 20.
Well, that hits.
Maximum damage, 23 points of piercing damage. Reduced to half because you're raging.
Mm-hmm.
That rage coming in real clutch.
Mm-hmm.
And here I thought it wouldn't matter.
What matters? It's rage.
Evening Glow has really bad shots, but can only shoot at the witch, which is a disadvantage still because, I mean, wind barrier, prone, pick your reason. A 19 and a 1 on miss. Corona.
How well versed are we in the very basics of magic, those of us from Greenwood?
If you attended classes, you would have understood some, but this is one of those things that's ultimately determined by what your Arcana score looks like and if you're proficient in it or not.
No.
Well, that's your answer.
Okay. We're gonna try it anyway. Because I think this makes sense logically. It might not make sense magically, but we're gonna try it. And I can't afford to do too much else. She will move here. And I guess if she's not attacked, I forget if she attacked Melody or not.
She in fact didn't, because Melody actually skirted around the range.
Oh right, she had enough movement. Right. So
Yep.
yeah, she'll reposition and incur an attack.
You wouldn't incur an attack. You're staying within her reach.
Oh no? Oh right, sorry, I'm thinking Pathfinder. My mistake. Okay. Okay.
I do think that's a better rule, but go on.
I'm trying not to give you ideas. Okay, so now that she's repositioned, she's gonna try and shove her into the water. See if it extinguishes the barrier.
Okay, I see where your logic is.
Yep. So that just shoves. Same thing as last time. Come on. No! Well, I got nothing for that, unfortunately. That is...
Yeah, that's rough.
That's going to be the turn. That's going to be the whole turn.
Okay. Gloom. Gloom is here. Gloom is gonna shoot the witch. Gloom knows better than the Greek class. And miss. To no one's surprise. Lilith, you're stable.
Yay!
Zephyr. Nope, that's been used. Yeah, I mean, same thing. Shoot the witch. Miss. Luck is not on their side with disadvantage attack rolls. Melody.
Yeah, seeing a bolt come zipping in past her head and hitting Roz, Audie's gonna whip around with her crossbow and take a shot at this guy.
Go for it. He has a
At
wee bit
disadvantage.
of cover. Yep, just outside your range too. So disadvantage, you're right.
Yeah, and I don't think I can move to here and get better. Remove that cover.
Yes. If you move down, you can lower his cover.
Okay. I'll do that then. Unless the 30 would remove it altogether.
The cover is more or less mitigated by there, but you still are making that attack at disadvantage no matter what you do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Just don't want to make it worse for myself. Would be worse, and true strike, etc.
Yeah.
So that was a 12 plus 7 is a 19 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
Confirmed.
And a D8 of 7 plus 5 for a 12.
It is enough.
Yeah. And
he's scrambling for cover, and you catch him as he's right before he gets up to the edge of the cliff there.
and skirt back up the 10 feet.
Okay.
Alright, that's my turn.
Okay, start of her turn. She heals. She is going to bring down a lightning bolt that is going to hit Riot and Corona rather.
See.
Gotta drop that rope eventually.
Oh, it might be now.
Riot also fails by 1.
Just check. Yeah, no, I can't help myself. Yep.
16 points of lightning damage.
Oh, Corona goes down.
She will shake off the rope and stand up. Are you happy we won? I have finally come down here to deal with you and all your friends. This is what you wanted, right? Roz.
Roz has one thing on her mind, and that is protecting Lilith. But before she does, she is going to look Titan dead in the eye. Potion. Drink the potion. Kill this bitch! And then she's going to try to drag Lilith to safety. I don't know if it's an action to pick her up or what.
Well, she's not an object yet, so you don't get that for free. Also, I heard Kate chortle from the other room, which was quite funny. Yeah, you basically have to spend your action to pick her up and carry her.
Can do. Drag her to here, so we've got some cover.
Wow. Titan's got other things on his mind than killing her at this very moment.
Mm-hmm.
He will get there. We'll do this medicine check thing.
Oh, weird. It didn't.
Just gotta look at his stats here.
Mhm.
Uh, 24 medicine check.
Easily.
Corona, you are up with 1 hit point.
There you go.
Thank you. Put myself prone too, though.
You are in fact prone.
And then he will move here. He'll look at the red blade and he'll say your army's fallen. Would you consider surrendering before this gets really ugly? That's his turn.
Would you surrender if all of these people around you had been killed by a bunch of strangers? I don't think it's going to happen.
Titan just nods. I understand. Then let's fight this out.
Realize I've never actually given that potion you all as an item. dare assume Titan is the one that's carrying it.
Titan has it. I have it in my notes that he has it, but it's not in his actual inventory.
It is now. And you can make that choice for yourself. Except it is specifically tied to a white dragon. No choices.
Yes.
And you also might notice then, if you look in the actors tab where your character sheet is, there should be another sheet available to you, just in case. Might be in a folder or two deep.
Oh, yes, I got it. Thank you.
Perfect. Okay. Well, Riot looks like crap. Riot doesn't really have much in the way of choices. Riot feels like there's only one reasonable choice, which is continue to swing onto the crazy Ragecaster. The attack will hit. 11 reduced to 5. Let's see how mean the fire shield was. Sufficiently mean. The axe collides against the tough hide of the Ragecaster, but unfortunately the fires that lash back, Riot crumbles to the ground, edges of her aflame, smoldering. I'm going to reduce her to 1, because otherwise it will kill the token, but she is definitely unconscious. I have to figure out a way to work around that. I might have to make certain NPCs player character sheets. That won't kill them. Evening Glow is going to shoot the witch from here. Miss. And he is, while swearing in Gnomish, going to run his butt to the bottom of these stairs. Corona.
Really not much she can do. Yeah, no, there really isn't much. Okay. She is going to... Five feet. Okay. I think she can you disengage while prone? Or I guess
Technically.
actually, I have TF2E brain rot again. I'll just get up.
Okay, yeah.
I'll get up because that's free.
Yeah, half your movement speed.
Yeah, and then I will disengage the 5 feet here.
Yep.
She will draw her shotgun, but she's not sure how much she can actually contribute because it's not magical. So that's the turn.
Okay. Gloom is going to shoot. And miss. Going to literally hop up on the edge of the fountain, begin running over towards where Riot is. Lilith, you're alive still.
Yay!
Zephyr. Zephyr is instead going to shoulder the crossbow. Going to dash. He's going to get there and hunker down with her shield. Melody.
Yeah, Audie is really interested in making this person go away. So, gonna step out from behind that post a bit. And crossbows out. Let's do some true strike, radiant damage, maybe. I was gonna ask, wind shield, whatever that was, is gone?
Nope, still there.
Still there.
Still there.
So still at disadvantage. Unfortunate none of these have been concentration checks.
Oh, I've been making them.
Ah, well that, you know what? Let's use our last point of inspiration, because that 2 for disadvantage is definitely gonna suck. So it would be take the better of the next 2?
So if you roll
No.
a disadvantage,
Yeah.
you
And-
drop the lower of the 2.
Okay,
Roll
so I'd
another
still
die.
roll twice. And the lower of the 2 was a 2,
You
and
drop
then roll another die.
So you would have rolled 2 dice originally for
Yeah,
disadvantage.
2 and a 5.
Okay, so you drop the 2, you keep the 5, you now roll a third dice.
Okay, which was a 14.
Okay. You now have to keep the
And
5.
I have to keep the 5.
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's disadvantage. You keep the
Oh.
lower of the 2.
Oh, okay. So then I wouldn't have used the inspiration regardless. Okay. Wouldn't have hit with a 12 anyway.
Did I logic that correctly? My brain says I didn't.
You did.
Okay.
You did. Yeah.
Okay.
It was it was my misunderstanding. I was like,
I'll
I was
let you.
like, that would just
I'll let you.
neutralize.
Yes, I'll let you keep the point since you should have
Yeah.
rolled the first.
I would have
2
rolled
die
the 2, but
and then
seen a 2 and a
decided.
5 and went, oh,
It's
there is no
unsalvageable.
possibility.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's a turn.
I don't know. Okay. Our return. It's 10 more HP back. He's just going to bring down a lightning strike right here. I'm pinging. I'm pinging. I'm not pinging. Corona Titan, make a dex save. There it is.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go down no matter what, so.
It's 14. Reduced to 7 if you succeeded. Suppose it's only fair I offer that all of you have a chance to surrender as well, but I can't promise I'll be as merciful as perhaps you would have been to me. You did kill my apprentice after all. I do have to take some blood from you for that. Roz.
Roz's goal has remained unchanged. She sees no way to win this fight anymore. So, she's gonna keep trying to get out with Lilith. Does she move at half speed or?
If you're carrying her?
Yeah.
Do you still have Divine Physique activated?
Yes.
Then no. It has a clause in it where it also... It should double your carry weight if it doesn't.
It does.
So
we're gonna get all the way to there with the dash. Trying to stay low, stay out of sight.
Okay.
Right.
Fine.
Titan watches Corona drop, watches Roz running away. He looks at her, says, well, I don't know if I can beat you, but I can buy everybody time. And he's gonna drink the potion.
Okay. I'm gonna see... Maybe I can do this easily. Let me just check something really quick. Cool, I can.
My plan was just to make Titan's token bigger.
But we can do something neater because there's a feature for it.
How cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this should work. We're gonna see how well this goes. There. If you double click on that token, should open up your temporary Titan dragon sheet.
Perfect, thank you.
You want to? It's a little. I guess I can't ask you to give us a little description. That'd be mean of me. But I feel like this is a moment for sure for Titan.
I mean, he's growing. You see him changing. A big smile splits across his face. He starts laughing. His voice grows deeper, angrier. And he turns to the Red Blade Ragecaster and roars, saying, "You should have surrendered before you were eaten." I mean, I think that's his turn. I don't think he gets his dragon turn.
Yeah, you have to use an action to drink that potion. Okay. Riot. Evening Glow. Against all logic and reason is going to right there. And then take an action to dodge. Verona.
Let me see if I can do this correctly. I'm gonna private GM you the roll. Where are they?
There's a drop-down menu at the bottom of the chat.
Oh no, I know that.
Oh.
I'm looking for the death save. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. If you click the skull over your portrait. On your character sheet.
In the character sheet?
Yeah.
I don't see a skull. It just pops out the art for me.
Really? I mean,
I am on tidy sheet.
Yeah, yeah, I am too.
But I'll just roll it.
Yeah, you can just send me a d20.
Let's not slow down something that's super easy to solve.
I got you. Roll the question mark.
Oh,
There
no.
you go. That's exactly what I rolled on Google too when I brought up the dice roller. Anyway, that's the turn.
Okay. Yeah. Uma's gonna stay there. Uma's gonna shoot the rage caster. Is gonna miss, but for unsurprising reasons, going to move over there. Lilith, you're still alive.
Woohoo!
Zephyr is going to come here.
Before we skip past Lilith, I get legendary actions.
Hang on. Before I might have to crush your hope. I think the potion mentions a few things that don't work. It might remove. I just have to triple check. Because I know it stops you from using lair actions and things like that. So I just want to make sure. Lasts for 1 hour. You can go wearing and carrying most of your body. Dragon statistics instead of your own. But you retain your languages, personality, memories. Can't use a dragon's change shape or its legendary or lair actions. I unfortunately have to crush her.
That's a shame.
Yeah. But you're still a dragon. That's cool.
Still a dragon.
But yes, We'll move past Lilith's turn. To Zephyr's turn, Zephyr's going to run up to Riot, grab onto her breastplate by the straps on her shoulders, and begin hauling them this way. It's going to get there. Melody.
Yeah, she sees the retreat. Realizes that she doesn't think she'll be able to make it through Titan past the person to get Corona. So I guess she would kind of call out to Whitecross to take Corona with them. Unless it seems like they're already doing that, because it looks like they pulled Riot out.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
And,
you've shouted at them. There's a big dragon in the way.
Yeah.
The best you can hear and see of things, you think that's a positive response.
Okay. Well, she's gonna go 30 feet to there, but I don't think that inhibits her line of sight.
To the Ragecaster? No.
To the Ragecaster? No. Then she's going to keep taking shots as long as she can as she exits, because there's no point losing the damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's gonna True Strike radiant damage at disadvantage. It's 14 and a 16, so a 14 plus 7 is 21 to hit. 4 plus 5 is 9 points of damage.
Okay, 9 points of damage. And I'm assuming radiant damage.
Radiant damage, yeah.
I would advise for radiant damage.
I was gonna say, I thought I said that. If not, I was certainly thinking it, because I think that's all I've done
against.
You have in the
past, yeah. But you've also varied it, but yeah, I just assumed.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, on my way out.
Okay.
And thinking to herself, your apprentice sucked then if they died to us.
If you said that
It
out
doesn't
loud,
say it out loud.
I would literally spend her turn lightning bolting just you.
I know.
Okay, well, at the start of her turn, going to regenerate 10 HP. She's going to look at all the people fleeing, but then she's going to stare down this adult dragon that is looming over her. Is just going to pop a huge, toothy grin and pull her hand axe from her belt, extend these long claws from her other hand, and she's just gonna go at you, Titan. She can make 2 attacks against you. First one's gonna miss. Second one's gonna crit. Hang on, I gotta do some math. 24 points of slashing damage. But that's all she can accomplish. Roz.
Full retreat continues. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing complicated. Roz is getting out of here with Lilith.
Okay. Dragon.
Hooray. Titan is going to, he's gonna do the dragon thing. Frightful presence, so she needs to make a wisdom save.
Mm-hmm.
DC 14.
She will succeed. A natural 17.
And then he's going to attack 3 times. Once with his bite.
Do with the claws.
Yes, with the claws. Where are you? Bite attack.
In the inventory for some strange reason.
Inventory. There it is. Okay. That's Oh man. 27?
To hit, yeah, that definitely hits.
Oh, my assumption was that the answer was no, but I guess never hurts to check.
Yeah, that's
Can
fair.
Titan do his regeneration thing in this form?
I have to recheck the. Gotta recheck the potion real quick.
Damage while you're checking things.
Yeah, please. The answer is gonna be no. You don't have any of your class features in this form.
I didn't think so.
I'd never kill you. You get all the hit. You get all the dragon's hit dice all of a sudden. You just regenerate all.
That would be crazy. That'd be crazy. Sorry. 18 piercing and 4 cold damage. And claw attacks. 24 to hit.
Yep. At this point, I'll just let you. The AC is 18, so if you hit over that,
Okay, I'll just
yeah.
Not a lot of damage on that. 8 slashing.
Oh, that isn't a lot.
19, so it still hits. That's much better. 17 slashing. I'll tighten a move here. Why not?
Okay. Okay. Finally. Unfortunately, the segmented part doesn't actually matter, but at half her health, you will watch as the magic that has been permeating around her will suddenly disperse, and kind of just a ruptured crack, like something broke it. But as the magic dissipates, the blood that has been scattered all around the village into the stonework, bled out of the people that have died on these very stones over the last day or so, begins to eke its way up, scrape itself off, and gather underneath her. And as she absorbs parts of it, she begins to grow in size. So, Call Lightning breaks, and even Fire Shield breaks. And she grows to twice her size. Find the correct thing. That should do the job. Yep. Segments of her body and bones begin protruding from her skin. They come to sharp edges along her arms, spine, and back. Her nails grow longer and sharper. She looks much less like the spellcaster she has been, and much more like a brutish, angry, spiky monster. Anywho. Right. Gulp. Evening Glow is going to trade pulling Riot because, believe it or not, Evening Glow is stronger than Zephyr. And is going to dash with her. There. Corona.
Comes another private roll. Sure. Okay.
Noted.
And that's the turn.
Gloom is going to go down, grab Corona by the scruff of her armor, basically. Going to dash and haul you pretty. Except that really doesn't want to work. And unfortunately, only 25. Move to get there. Well, we know what's going on there. Zephyr. Trade is going to attempt to stabilize you, Corona.
Okay.
And reliably, the squad medic succeeds. You are stable.
Nice.
As in, it's going to get here and put her shield up. Melody.
Yeah, Melody is going to descend down the stairs. And how far can she get until she loses sight?
If you go down the stairs before shooting, you could just shoot first and then go down the stairs.
Okay.
If you go down the stairs first, you'll be giving the Ragecaster cover. If you shoot now and then go, it's normal. And
Yeah,
the wind is dispersed.
Yes. So she'll shoot first, and then she'll head down the stairs. The part I was about was drop into the pit. Is it anything?
I honestly, there were supposed to be things for this, and I only kept track of it for the enemies and never for you guys. So I'm just gonna say no.
Okay. As in, because otherwise I get the stairs and then have to drop down next turn, which is fine. It's just whether that's what I'm doing.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Like I said, yeah,
Well,
I only kept track of it whenever the bad guys were going over it, but I literally never did it for any of you. That one's fine.
Right. Well, then that's the nope, not there. 30 feet is there. But she's going to shoot first before scampering down. Ah, no, where'd the dice go? I need that. Okay. Let's try that again. You said it's at flat? And you
Yep.
know what? I think
I mean,
that
if you
might
got
hit,
it,
but we're
use
gonna.
it.
I was gonna say we're gonna use the inspiration to try for the advantage to get
Might as
the
well.
nat.
Yeah,
20.
might as well fish for the crit. Again, the session's gonna
Because
end.
I don't lose the 12, right?
No.
For the 17.
No, you just
sorry,
roll an
19.
additional die.
Not a crit, but it's a bigger 16 plus 7, 23.
Yeah, gonna hit.
Radiant damage. That's 6 points radiant damage.
Every little bit matters.
Yep. And let me just know for my sake. Okay, next movement, they will be out of short range and possibly behind vision. Or out of vision. Okay.
Yeah, it'll get
That's
tricky.
my turn.
As long as you're in the pit and you move northward, you're going to lose vision.
Yeah, I
But as
wasn't
long as
sure
you get
how
back up,
tall was.
As long as you get back up to this level, I can't ping tonight. As long as you get
Yeah, if I use the 15 feet on my
Get
next
back up
turn to
here.
climb here.
my mouse is good. There we go. If you get back up
Oh.
here, you can see at least enough to shoot again.
Yeah,
My mouse left click I got is real goofed. I probably have to clean.
which I could do from here, right?
Yeah.
Like that's because that's 15 feet, so it's twice movement, etc. Anyway, yeah, that's my
Anyway.
turn.
Surprise, surprise. The Ragecaster heals. And the Ragecaster is going to make 2 attacks against Dragon Titan. Modified 21. And a critical.
Hits. Also hits.
First one is 10 points of slashing damage. Crit's also negligible for someone with a gigantic HP pool. Or 8. Hang on. I lost track of all my mathing. 35 points of slashing damage. That's her turn, though. She just begins tearing into the dragon, fighting tooth and nail. It's a very kaiju fight. Godzilla versus King Ghidorah style. Roz.
All right, Roz is at the edge, looks back, sees that the fight isn't quite over yet. Time to fire support Titan. She's gonna take out her heavy crossbow and try to shoot the Ragecaster.
Oops, sorry.
I wonder what's gonna
Give it a
happen
go
next
right away.
turn.
Well,
I imagine the Ragecaster has cover or something from the bushes.
Yeah, there's some cover involved.
Okay, it's a 22 to hit
It still hits.
for a whopping minimum damage of 6.
Good. Every little bit counts. Titan. I wonder what's coming.
Yeah, you're right. Titan's gonna get a breath weapon or
Mm-hmm.
I need a constitution save.
Okay. She likes these. Ooh, a 19.
That succeeds. She still takes half damage. Okay, now I'll do the. I'm not
Oh, boy.
rolling all of those.
I feel like that was twice.
Did it go twice?
No, that was just once.
Oh, okay.
I was underestimating how many dice it was.
Ah,
I'm seeing
So-
2 of them.
the 20 cold damage.
Mm-hmm.
And again, he'll move here, because why not?
Block off
Prevent her
potential
from wanting
pursuit.
to go after anybody on
Mm-hmm.
his side.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. That's it. Riot's turn. Riot's still bleeding out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Even Glow is going to do the thing where he's going to halt briefly from dragging Riot to wait for Zephyr to catch up to, so Zephyr can try to stabilize her. But then once Zephyr has made her attempt, we'll then drag her the distance. Corona, you're stable.
Yep.
Gloom is going to drag your happy butt right there. Well, I keep trying to make that work. Lilith, you're having a nice nap.
Chew.
Zephyr is going to get here, him to stabilize Riot. I almost rolled Shark Bite. I feel like that would have been bad. I rolled an 11 total, so just enough. The good news is, as Zephyr does check on Riot, Riot is in fact not dead, just unconscious. It was
pretty close.
It was about even. Let's put it that way. And with that check made, we'll right there, and Zephyr will move to there. Oh, I moved past Corona, intending to stop there. I'll do one more round and then we'll finish. I just got to remember what the top of the round is. Melody.
Yeah. Okay. So 15 feet up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
I think that just gets her up
Yeah,
the hill.
that's fine.
So, yeah, there. And assuming we have some semblance of line of sight at all,
Yeah, she's big. You can see her.
and within
There's just-
80 feet.
There's just cover involved.
Yep.
Yeah, 75 feet. Just the right amount.
Just barely. And so, yeah, true strike, radiant damage. 11 plus 7 is 18.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
I wasn't
no,
sure if
sorry,
that
no,
AC
no, it's a miss. Sorry.
Yeah,
Sorry.
AC changed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Half cover, so unfortunately, it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
just narrow.
All right. Well, she's still happy to be taking pot shots and doing what she can.
Okay. She will regenerate, and she will continue fighting Titan. Crit. 19, which I think hits.
Yes.
I mean, the crit up front is already kind of big. 40 points of slashing damage on the crit. 11 points of damage on the of slashing on the second attack. That's her turn. Roz.
Well, try to shoot her again, but it's not looking good even with the dragon. No, 15 this time.
Yeah, that's definitely a whiff.
We're gonna put the crossbow away and start descending. It's time to go.
You will eventually hit a wall.
Yeah, there's a rope here.
Well, no, I mean like literally like a wall.
Oh, yeah.
It's the edge of the map.
This is as far as she can get, though, when she starts climbing, I think. Maybe there.
Okay. Dragon. Titan.
He does not get his breath weapon back. Bite attack hits. Keep going around. Piercing
Okay.
and 7 cold. Claw attack
Mm-hmm.
will crit.
Ooh, nice.
26 slashing. And next claw attack hits. Another 14 slashing.
The dragon is giving as good as it is taking. The Ragecaster looks haggard, bloodied.
There are still friends on the field, so he's staying where he is.
Okay. It's unconscious. Even though is dragging right. Okay, top of the round. At this juncture, do you all just want to finish it, or do you just want to continue next week?
I'm good to keep going.
So close to the end.
I was gonna say if it's 2 rounds to decide it,
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's fine with me.
Ben, you're the more important person here. No offense to everybody else. I know you're sick and I don't want
I
to push
can
you.
live for another round or 2.
Okay.
If you're willing to put up with being groggy tomorrow, I can put up with getting a little less sleep.
I stay up irresponsibly past end of game time all the time, so I might as well get a little bit more time in.
Brain go brrr.
Yeah, basically.
Let's do it.
All right. Top of the round. Corona, you are having a nice nap.
Yep.
Bloom is dragging you around. Want me to be able to do that politely. Oh, we're there. Lilith, you're also having a nice nap. Well, actually, perhaps not as nice as Chrono. We'll talk about that next week, though.
Concern.
Yeah, definitely. Zephyr's going to dash. Get there. Melody.
All right. We're going to be moving that 30 feet just to
Spacebar.
moving that 30 feet. Thank you. And still bit of visibility to take a shot.
Yeah, you can still shoot. There's this cover involved.
All right. Let's take that. Distance. Am I now outside of...
Nope.
Oh, 70 feet. And rise, so 80 feet still?
You're fine.
Okay. 16 plus 7, again, true strike radiant damage, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, 16 plus 7 will hit.
So that's 16 plus 7, 23.
Yeah.
Okay. 23 plus...
Melody do it.
An
Melody
8
steal the kill.
plus 5. I might. No, I probably won't. Maybe not quite, but 8 plus 5 for 13 points of radiant damage.
It's funny. You didn't. But if you watch the health bar,
Is it 1?
you almost did. It's literally
Well,
1 HP.
that's max damage, so I couldn't do much more.
There's no way I double crit Titan and Dragon form and knock him out, right? Melody, you
I'm
don't
not
think-
even answering that.
Regular Titan's gonna fight still.
Yeah. It's pretty locked in at this point. So let's find out. First attack will hit. Second attack will hit.
Not to be an awful person, but does she still heal?
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'm so sorry.
Nope, that's the correct thing to do.
You're absolutely right. Heal her up.
Yeah, not that it matters. Have a point of inspiration.
Yay!
32 points of slashing damage between 2 attacks. But that is all she can do. Roz, I assume you're just clambering down now with Lilith in tow.
Roz no longer has a stay in this fight.
Yes, I will say you and Lilith have exited the fight.
Wait, Titan does not get his breath weapon back.
Okay.
Bite attack hits.
Oh, big numbers.
17 piercing,
Okay.
6 cold damage.
All right. Again, I really hate to do it to you, Ben, but how do you want to finish off the Ragecaster? Alternatively,
Titan just like pulls into her, knocks her over, and since it was the bite attack, just bites a huge chunk out of her chest and throat area.
Mm.
And then, I mean, some things are worth the sacrifice. Everyone will hear Titan go, "Who's next?" I might die after that.
that's Ben talking, not Titan. And I think there is no better place to end the session than there. So, there you have it. It was at some cost, but you managed to defeat the Ragecaster. And next week, we'll deal with the aftermath of all that. For better or worse.
That potion came in clutch.
It was supposed to.
Yeah.
But yeah. not often where scenarios get pressed this hard and player characters have to make the decision to retreat. I did threaten it because I actually wanted to push the limits of you guys once, because I feel like you guys are very powerful right now, so I wanted to make something that was challenging, and I felt like, as per usual with a lot of encounters that get towards the boss side of things, it could have been a knife's edge towards too powerful or not powerful enough, and I think with a little bit of sacrifice, we managed to hit a decent balance that I think was good. But the point I was making, which is the decision to retreat preemptively and leave Titan to attempt to finish the fight, very much Master Chief style, is as we always strive to do here, a good choice. So, thank you for making those good choices, and to everybody else that was watching, we will see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for hanging out, chat.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.